It's soup season again, but don't make this fall about falling into old habits. Try something new. If you don't like beer or cheese or soup, save yourself some time and stop watching this video. If you do like beer and cheese and soup, the next few minutes will change your life. Learn with us as we create your ultimate fall meal. In order to make beer cheese soup that'll live up to Wisconsin standards, you need to be picky, especially with your cheese and your beer.
Beer is the primary ingredient. Ask any dairy farmer. Nothing beats a long day of milking cows and wearing overalls than a case of nice and cold Old Milwaukee.
Wisconsin is known for its fine cheeses, so pick a cheese from the fancy rack. But check the label to make sure it says it was made in Wisconsin. If it says something like made in France, put it back on the shelf or in the trash where it belongs.
Now I know making beer cheese soup sounds like fun and games, but I assure you, it's definitely not. You're probably thinking, I love cheese, I love cheese, I love cheese. And you're gonna rush right into cooking. But you need to know that what you are about to do is incredibly dangerous, so hold your horses there, cowboy. First, knives are sharp. This is a generally true statement that should go without saying, but all the same, keep it in mind as you cook. Also keep it in mind as you go about your everyday life. Knives will probably always be sharp. Another safety thing you should know, when the pan has been on the stove, it gets really hot, like lava hot. So wear gloves if you want to move it. Also keep in mind, you're using alcohol in this recipe. You want to make sure to cook all of that off if anybody not legally allowed to consume alcohol will be at the dinner table that night. It's time to gather your ingredients. Be sure to have everything prepped and ready before you start cooking. Here's a list of some things you'll need.
Carrots, celery, garlic, onions,
hot sauce,
cayenne pepper,
salt,
and pepper,
butter,
milk,
Mustard.
Worcestershire
sauce,
Real beans.
popcorn, monster-sized slit.
Here's a list of all the ingredients and how much you'll need. If you want to pause the video here to check your cupboards, do that now. Otherwise, there's a list of ingredients provided in the description below. Now that you know what you need, we'll show you what to do with it. Make sure to steel your blade. Be sure to thoroughly wash your fresh produce, or you might be tasting your soup twice.
Now the carrots don't have to be a perfect size. They can be any size you want, since you will just be sauteing them later.
Here's a way to cut an onion without getting sad. First, cut off the end of the onion opposite the roots. Next, cut the onion into 2 hemispheres. Peel the onion and lay it flat. With one hand on top of the onion, slice through it horizontally towards the roots. Next, cut the onion lengthwise from the top. Finally, make cuts perpendicular to those.
Peel and mince your garlic.
Hitting an unpeeled clove of garlic with the edge of your blade will release the skin. From there, all you need to do is mince. Dice your celery in super fast motion. Put a half a cup of milk into a jar, add the flour, and shake it up. Add the remainder of your milk into a large saucepan over high heat. Wait until it starts to steam. Once the milk is steaming, we add the slurry. Stir your milk and flour concoction over medium-high heat until it's thickened. Remove it from heat when it's foamy and looks like a latte. Set it aside for later.
Add oil to the bottom of the Dutch oven. Make sure it is evenly distributed. Sauté and keep everything moving until it browns.
Crack open Wisconsin's finest and add to the sauté. Add a beer and a half and cook for 12 minutes to cook off the alcohol in case minors will be enjoying.
Add a teaspoon of your preferred hot sauce, or more if you're into that kind of thing.
Add a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Add a half teaspoon of salt.
Add roughly 3 cups of chicken broth.
Time to heat the milk mixture back up. While stirring, add the shredded cheese. Keep stirring until the cheese melts into the milk and everything is the same consistency. Then add the cheese to the pot with the beer and vegetables. Add the mustard we forgot earlier and bring your soup up to serving temperature. Make sure to taste it to see if it needs anything else before you serve it. That's all there is to it. You've just made beer cheese soup. Pop some popcorn and enjoy. Here's some ideas on how to eat beer cheese soup.
Beer cheese soup is gravy to my popcorn.
With a Slim Jim.
I like to enjoy my beer cheese soup with bacon bits. Delicious.
I like my beer cheese soup hot. No, just spoon it in and just say that you like it.
You don't have to take a bite.
Oh, I don't got